Hello everyone, and welcome to the Healthy Pregnancy Journey. So today's video is all about nutrition and meal planning. If you haven't watched my other video about my first pregnancy journey, go ahead and watch that. But I gained 65 pounds, and I have made it my mission with this little guy. I've made it my mission this pregnancy to be as healthy as I can. So before I go on and tell you guys all about how I meal plan and prep for the week, go ahead and subscribe and like to my channel if you haven't yet, all right? That way I can keep you in the loop on this healthy pregnancy journey. So today we're going to talk about meal planning for the week. I don't know about you, but for me, I work 3 days a week with my business, and then I'm with the toddler the other days. And I can promise you, being with the toddler is much busier than working itself. So if I don't get my meals prepared before the week starts, like on a Saturday or Sunday, then I'm just going to end up grabbing things. Say hi.
Hi.
I'm just going to end up grabbing things for the moment. This is what real life meal prep looks like, okay? I'm just going to grab things spur of the moment, and it's not going to be healthy choices. And that, hey, can you be good for mommy's video? That is how I gained 65 pounds the first time, just by spur of the moment. So I am going to plan this time. Around. So, all right, go play. Step 1, create your list, all right? I got this cool little planner at Walmart. It's just like a meal planner, and it's super easy because it has, you can't see it very well through my video, but Monday, it has every day of the week, so I just write out what I'm going to eat that day, and then it has it broken down into categories at the grocery. So like dairy, fruits and veggies, meat, whatever you need, and you just rip this bottom shopping list off, take it to the grocery. So step 1 of preparing for your week is to write out a plan. There's this saying, failing to plan is planning to fail. So you have to plan, okay? So that's your very first step. So if you need to pause this video, go ahead and pause it, get your list out, and prepare for the week. Now, I know during the work week, if I'm not simple, then I'm not gonna accomplish what I need to. So I keep it very simple. I do eggs and berries and avocado for breakfast. I love that. So it's easy. Get up and make it. And then I do my workout mid-morning, and I have a protein shake after that. So I'll get all my ingredients for my protein shake. And then lunchtime, I do chicken and veggies, okay? And I know sometimes you say, oh, that gets kind of boring. Honestly, I need to get my vegetables in, and that's the best way for me to do it, is to just prepare them in advance. So stop thinking of food so much as like pleasure and more fuel for your body. It's a crazy household around here. More fuel for your body, okay? So that is the goal when you think about nutrition. I know if I can make my breakfast, my snack, my lunch, and my afternoon snack, which is usually like nuts and fruit, if I can make those simple, then I will have much more success in healthy eating. And then for dinner, I'm gonna be a little more flexible. I can cook something or go to dinner with family or whatever. If I did good all the rest of the day, it's not gonna be as big of a deal at dinner if I'm a little off, okay? So my goal this week, week 1 of meal planning, okay, you can draw. My goal this week of meal planning is to get breakfast, lunch, and snacks down. Because if I'm honest, meal planning is the thing I hate the worst. I don't know about you, but I just am not good when it comes to planning nutrition. So my goal this week, I'm not going to worry so much about healthy dinners completely. I'm going to worry about a healthy breakfast, snack, lunch, snack. That's my goal, okay? So go ahead, pause your video, write down your grocery list, go to the grocery, get all of the things that you need, and then we will continue on with meal planning for the week. All right, step number 2 in our meal prep and planning. So you just wrote out your list, you went to the grocery, you got everything you needed, and you put your groceries away that don't involve your planning for the week. So the next thing to do that I believe is necessary before starting to cook everything is clean your kitchen. So as you can see, I have some unnecessary things on the table, like backpack, water, random things, some dishes in the sink. Okay, so I'm gonna clean right now, get the place cleaned up first and foremost so that I have a fresh place to work from, because prepping for the week takes time and it involves a lot of food. So we don't want a messy space. So go ahead, clean your kitchen, all right? And then we'll continue. Clean our dishes. Okay, so my kitchen is clean, almost. There is one thing I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that is huge when it comes. Here's your gummies. Can I sit with you? All right, so back to what I was saying. One very important part of nutrition is the supplementation you're taking, especially during pregnancy. So before we go into food prepping, I want to talk to you a little bit about cleaning out your closets, especially if you're pregnant. Okay? So one thing I have learned is I've tried all kinds of different supplements being in the fitness industry, and one thing I've recently learned is, you know, our bodies are making new cells daily, especially when we're pregnant. We're developing an entire new human being, but even when we're not pregnant, we are making new cells. So any supplement that says on the back, not intended for nursing or pregnant women, I'm tossing them. So like over here, these are all my supplements that I used to take. I'm not going to mention any names, but I used to take them, and they say not intended for pregnant or nursing women. So if it's not good for my body when I'm making a human, then it's not good for my body at all, because I'm always making new cells, new skin cells, new hair cells. We're just always making new, okay? So I'm going to toss all of those. Like, bye, 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 bye. There they go. Those are not good for my household anymore, okay? Now, the ones I love and the ones I will take, these will be my lifeline during my pregnancy, are my Juice Plus. It's fruits and vegetables in a capsule. It's completely safe for kiddos. You can see my kid chowing down on the gummies. And what I like to know is that they're safe for my kids. So if he accidentally opened this, there's no childproof lock like on these stuff that I just got rid of. If he accidentally opened this and took the whole bottle, he would be okay, because it's simply nutrition in a bottle. None of us get enough fruits and vegetables, right? And part of preparing for your meals is to get more fruits and vegetables, but we need 10 servings a day. And I know that I don't get 10 servings a day. When I'm pregnant, I need even more than that to take care of my baby inside of me. And I know that it's nearly impossible to get that much. So this Juice Plus just bridges the gap. Fruits, vegetables, berries, and a capsule. And the cool thing about this company is anytime you order an adult order, you get kids gummies for free, okay? So that's really awesome. Now, I go to my first appointment Tuesday with my doctor, so I'm going to ask her about a prenatal. Honestly, I believe my Juice Plus probably has everything I need in it, as far as iron and folate and just the vitamins. So I will let you guys know how that goes. But I know the number one thing I will be taking during my pregnancy is my Juice Plus, okay? So you need some supplements to bridge the gap. If you're not taking any, let me know. I would be happy to get you some of these ordered, okay? Because we just, as good and as hard as we try to meal prep and meal plan, they're good, aren't they? We're just not going to get what our body needs. It's just, and unless you are literally chugging vegetables all day, it's pretty impossible, okay? So get your Juice Plus ordered. Ask me how. I'd love to help you. Now let's move on to the second important part of nutrition. We have our supplements. The next thing, especially while pregnant, that you have to do is water, especially if you're pregnant during summer when you're sweating more. I'm going to be pregnant in summer this year, and I need to make sure I hydrate. So I found this really cool water bottle at Walmart, and it's cold for 24 hours, and it holds 8 cups of water. Okay, so that's 64 ounces of water right here. I'm going to fill it up with ice and water in the morning, and once I've drank this much, I know that I am close to my water goal, all right? Typically, I always recommend, okay, that's enough gummies for you. You don't need that many in a day. All done with gummies, okay? The good thing is, though, you can't overdose on them. He can just get his belly to start hurting, and it makes you poop a lot. So you're going to be pooping good later. Anyway, water, water, water. Usually I recommend at least half your body weight in ounces of water. Now, if you're exercising, you got to add more because you're sweating out, and you should be exercising. If you're pregnant, you need to add more because you need to be hydrated, not only you, but the baby. So, for me, right now, I'm 140 pounds, and my goal during pregnancy is to try not to gain more than 30, because it's really, when you gain more than that, it's honestly unnecessary weight. Your body doesn't need all these extra calories. In my first pregnancy, I made the mistake of pretty much just eating what I craved, and I'm paying for it now. Even 2 years later, my baby is 2 years old, I'm still not at my pre-pregnancy weight because I didn't do as good as I could have the first pregnancy. So half your body weight of water, if not more, okay, during pregnancy. So that is my second thing, is hydrating. Now, I don't really like to pay a whole lot of attention to calories. I pay more attention to trying to eat close to the earth, so fruits, vegetables, meat, healthy whole grains. Just trying to stay really clean with eating. But during my pregnancy this time, or if you're in a major weight loss mode, you may have to watch calories, because ultimately it is important to eat good. But if you get to a standstill, you may have to start watching how many calories you're consuming versus you're burning out through exercising your daily, okay? So in pregnancy, you really don't need any extra calories during the first trimester. Majority of us take in more calories than we need to in a day anyway, so we don't really need to be adding a bunch until the second trimester, later on in the pregnancy. And then you really only need to add about 300 more calories per day, so like an extra snack. Our bodies, pretty much, we get more than we need to anyway. So for me, I'm going to try to break it down into smaller meals throughout my day. Especially my first pregnancy, I got really sick the entire time. So if you're one who suffers with sickness in your pregnancy, splitting your meals, laughing under the kitchen table. It's real life, y'all. Splitting your meals up into smaller meals and snacks may help with that sickness, because it'll help keep you a little more stable throughout the day. So I'm going to shoot for around a 300 calorie breakfast, maybe a 200 calorie snack, 300 to 400 calorie lunch, 200 calorie snack, and then dinner. Again, I'm not going to be peekaboo, I see you. I'm not going to be super strict on the numbers, but I am going to pay close attention to, am I getting excessive amounts? Because that is what's going to put on this pregnancy weight that's really hard to get off. Not to mention everything that comes along with it. I developed plantar fasciitis in my feet, and my feet killed me. Everything aches, and if you're trying to have a natural birth, it's even harder when you have a whole lot more weight and everything is aching. So, anyway, back to the meal planning and the nutrition. We have some healthy supplements we're going to be taking throughout our pregnancy. So important. Prenatal vitamin or some Juice Plus, really, really important. I'm not a doctor. Of course, talk with your doctor about what is best for you. I'm going to take these to my first doctor's appointment on Tuesday and talk to them. Second thing, water. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Third thing, plan out your meals. And don't use the excuse of, oh, I'm pregnant, I can eat whatever I want. Because that's what I did, and you will be so sorry that you did that. Let me tell you from in advance, because losing the weight is so much harder than putting it on. And weight loss doesn't define us, right? It doesn't make us healthy or not healthy, but it definitely impacts how you feel. And when you have a lot of extra weight, I know for me, I was always a small frame, 120 pounds, and I haven't been that since before I had this guy, and my body feels a lot different, not near as comfortable. So, that's right, baby. So now to the planning part, or the prepping part, all right? We're gonna get all of our food out that we need for the week, and we're gonna start cooking. So go ahead and get everything that you need, lay it out on your table, have a clean workspace, the cutting board, the knives that you need, and we're gonna get ready to prepare for our week.